Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Global Digest. I am your girl, Mimi. It has been a while. Thank you guys for holding on. My fans out there has been questioning, where is our girl? Your girl is back, okay? It's been 4 years, but I promise we're back in session. Welcome back to Global Digest. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here back in the studios, Omega Studios. Many shout outs to my director and my boss, Ambassador Casey. I'm so excited to be back home to where I need to be. Today's session and episode is one that is so important and one that everyone needs to be a part of. I have back into the studios. You've seen him before. We've talked about him before. We've had conversations with him before. The executive director of an association that we will be talking about today. I have author Chinedum Igwe back in the studios. Welcome back into Global Digest and Omega Studios. It has been a while. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Mimi, and I'm very excited and appreciative of you and the Omega Studio for having me again.
We appreciate you, sir, for coming back. I mean, this is not your first time, and I hope this is not your last.
Thank you.
All right, so today we are talking about an association that I'm sure is very dear to you. And today it's IAAAS. Please tell me what those acronyms mean.
Yes. International Association of African Authors and Scholars.
Okay.
That is what it means. And it's an association of authors and scholars coming together under one umbrella to promote book reading. And it's unique again in that as we are promoting book reading and ourselves, the authors from Africa, we are also promoting the African continent.
Absolutely.
That is what it means. And then secondly, the association is unique in the sense that it's not just about books, writing, selling, but we go further to talk about the welfare of our readers.
Mm-hmm.
We see them as our customers.
Absolutely.
They buy our books, they look forward to meeting us in our exhibitions, and how about where they live in their countries of origin? We want to make sure that they feel good too. They are happy, they are well, and then the condition of livelihood is good for them.
Absolutely.
So that is what puts us into some diversifications that you might be hearing as we go on, like leadership skills and leadership seminars and library services across Africa.
Okay. So I do remember the last time we were here, we talked about your book titled Immigration to Citizenship of the United States of America, your resource guide. Does it have anything to do with the association being created? And please give us a little background of how this amazing association came about.
Yes. My book, my first book, and so far the only one yet because I've been very, very busy.
More to come. More to come.
More will definitely come. When I wrote that book, I know what authors go through, the challenges, writing, and then publishing, and then seeing the book sell, or either sell fast or sell slowly. And now with the new technologies all over the world, e-book, authors try to see themselves a little bit in a corner. Mm-hmm. And then, so that book inspired me to think, how about what will African authors do? Where do they fit in all these global developments and something like that? So I just started initiation of the association where African authors can come together, and then whether the publisher sells your book or not, let's have an annual or yearly event where whatever you sell here is yours.
That's right.
And then whatever you get from the publisher too, after a long while, it's still yours. But something like a second job.
That's right. That's right.
A second job, where you definitely have some sales and interactions with the readers, and then once a year, that expectation, that preparation will actually will make an author be in business.
That's right.
Yes, that is what is behind the relationship or the correlation between my book and then initiating the association. And now we have members. It's becoming a global phenomenon right now, from Africa, United States, spread all over the continental United States and elsewhere.
Wow. So I do understand this is a non-profit organization,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
501c organization.
That's right.
So now that lets me know that people can join this group or this association.
Yes.
Now, what are the benefits of joining this association?
Benefit of joining the association is enormous. In that, number one, you become you are welcome into an association that you will be comfortable with. You are not going to be in somewhere where you're not supposed to be. For instance, there are so many associations all over, even in Georgia, but I know when you go to join their place, you are already in where something that has been formed already, and I believe that you'll be from somewhere down there, because all over the upper section has been filled up. So this is for Africans and African authors and whoever wants to be part of the association based on our objectives and programs.
Absolutely.
And then the comfort alone is the benefit. And then, as I said earlier, the understanding and the approach of having these association book exhibitions annually. These books you sell there is yours. And not only that the books are sold on the exhibition, there are follow-ups. People will hear about you, like the book, and then contact you through our website. And then that is another one. Secondly, again, we have a program in the exhibition that is called Outstanding Book Prize. Outstanding Book Prize is so unique. I love that because it's like an election.
Really?
A voting process. When on the exhibition day, the books are there, the authors are there, people are moving around talking about books. People are voting at the same time in a corner, in a booth, where they are asked to vote for their favorite book based on if they've heard about the book before, if they read about it before. Now they're seeing the author, they'll be dropping their votes there, and at the end of the exhibition, the votes are counted.
Really?
The highest book that received the highest number of votes becomes the Outstanding Book Prize for the year.
Wow.
And why we went to become a non-profit is when we get funds, the funds will now be directed to literary scholarship. So the author of that book we have a literary fund that we encourage writing. That is what that book. I think it's even here in your magazine.
Listen, he makes me want to join, and I'm not even an author, okay? He makes me want to join this association.
Yes, I see something like that here in this magazine, if you can find it. Yep.
And there is a magazine. At every event, there's always a magazine that gives you more in-depth information about the association, what they're about, values and mission statements, and everything that you need to know about this association, okay? So moving forward, what if I were to be an aspiring author, what are my expectations coming to join? Are there any financial obligations in joining this association? Like, what do I need to do? What is my first step into this association?
Yes, on our website, www.IAAauthors.org, the application form is there.
Okay.
And there's a one-time membership fee of $25.
That's it?
Then annual dues of $50.
Okay.
When an aspiring author joins, or established author, or just some of our members are even non-authors, but they love the objectives and programs of the association. And every day I sit back and say thank you to our members and to our friends, because I'm here not because of myself, it's because of their support.
Right.
So all our members all over the world, and those aspiring members too, like you,
Listen.
I say thank you and welcome to International Association of African Authors and Scholars, because it is a platform to really push African authors to the international community.
Right.
So the membership fee and the annual dues, and the membership fee anyway is only one time.
Right.
So the annual dues is every year, and then it guarantees publications. Your work as a member comes up in the magazine.
Right.
Your work as a member comes in the magazine. Even the manuscript that has not been published already, people can now know about your manuscript and maybe contact you that we like this book that has not been published,
Right.
but get interested in it, and then probably you have a sponsor that will even help you write the book, finish the book without going through it alone. So those are important of being a member of this association.
Listen.
Yeah.
Can I write a book today? Can I at least try to write a book today?
It's very simple.
Right.
All you need to do is start with one line.
That's it. That's it.
Just one line and a pen. And
I got one right here. So the theme is get involved, and I love this theme. Get involved to be heard. That's a mouthful, and I feel like that's a lot of explanation behind it. Please explain to me what that theme means.
Yes, get involved to be heard. It's simple, but as you said, it's deep at the same time.
Very.
Authors go through a lot. Challenges, both economically and politically and otherwise. Some authors write in war zones. Some authors write in their livelihood is not buoyant. Their safety and the environment is scary, but they still write. Now, how can they be known if not through coming out, getting involved? All our members are all over the world, and those that are still going to be our members. But who knows them right now? That is the idea of this association. Number one, the magazine is already Discover. So let me add that one. Discover and promote African authors.
I love it.
You see? So that's part of the benefits. And what we do is now to really get African authors involved so that people will know them. And not just knowing them alone. As people are knowing African authors, they are knowing where they come from, which is Africa.
Right.
And because most of their books are written with the African context. And nobody can write more about Africa than Africans.
That's right. That's right. So, with being involved in the association, who can join? Because I know it says international. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. International Association of African Authors and Scholars.
That's right. You're fast.
It's a mouthful, but trust me, it's very, very defined and deep.
Yes.
Is this association only limited to African authors, or is it open to general people in different from different backgrounds and different tribes.
Yes, the international idea makes it global already. So, oh, membership can come from any person in this world. African authors, any other tribe that feels that when you go to the website and see what we are doing and what we plan to do, and you love it and want to be part of it and want to get involved to be heard in any way, either by contributions to the projects we do, or donations, or being a member, no discrimination to the association. Because when we do our book exhibitions, which is our core objective, that's where this whole thing started, the book exhibition. Any person that registers either as member or pays the participation fee to display his or her books is allowed to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So membership is free and open. No, open.
But not free. Once again,
registration
let's
is
get it right.
$5.
Let's get it right. It's not free.
But open.
Right, but open to the public.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned exhibitions. Please, and I know even previously before today, there have been many exhibitions in the past. Give us a little bit of a look into what those previous exhibitions have been, and is there any upcoming, or are there any upcoming exhibitions coming up?
Our members have been great with the exhibitions. They turn out, they come out, and then every author, that's one good thing about it, talks about his or her book openly.
Wow.
And explains it in very, very open manner. People will hear just the background scenes. Remember, in movies, you have background scenes.
Yes.
What inspired you writing the book? What you went through writing the book, and how the book turns out.
Right.
That is one thing that is very, very nice about exhibitions.
Okay.
And this year is going to be the third exhibition.
Wow.
We've done the one in 2017 and the 2018, and this year's one is November 2nd, 2019. And each has themes. The theme for this year is providing resources and solutions to help Africa's children read in libraries.
Okay.
We write books, yes, but those that read our books, we want them to be comfortable where they read the books. And that is why the theme is talking about providing resources and solutions so that Africa's children will have a comfort place to go and read, and then use other modern devices that will enhance their comprehension, knowledge, and at least have a place. Because, let me take this back a little bit, because of this theme. I grew up in Nigeria.
Okay.
And growing up, I know that people can be like 7 in a room, a family, one room. Is it possible to read in that environment?
No, not at all. From experience, not at all.
Then you can read in that environment. And outside the house or the building, there's no libraries again. So the challenge is, you can imagine what's happening here.
Right.
So this very theme is dear to my heart, to spread this knowledge through African countries, one city at a time, so that people can have where to go to read, no matter what. Have the books available? Yeah, we write the books, but the books have to be available, and then the building comfort zone, the comfort of the building have to be there, the devices have to be there, so that they can now understand and appreciate the reading. Yeah, because there will be e-book and all the rest of it, but you can never forget the classic culture of holding a book, admiring it, whether it's soft copy or hard cover, looking at the makeup of the book. That is very nice to the brain.
Right. Absolutely. 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 There's nothing better than the old-fashioned holding onto a book and reading it. All right.
Yes.
So you mentioned the exhibition. Are there? Have you done like exhibition tours? What countries have you visited doing this? Or just talk a little bit about it.
Yes, the exhibitions has been in United States since then,
Okay.
since 2017 and 2018 and now this year, because we want a situation where it can be moved to any part of the world.
That's true.
But we have to have our members to be strong in that region to host it and put things together in a very professional, fashionable way.
Okay.
Yes, so that is why it has been here in the United States, and this year's own is going to be in Lithia Springs, Georgia, in the Courtyard Marriott.
Where is it? What day? So I'm saying Saturday, November 2nd, 2019.
Yes.
At between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the address is?
It's Courtyard Marriott, 895 Bob Arnold Boulevard, Lithia Springs, Georgia, 30122, USA. And when you go to our website too, this invitation, like this, the information I've just read is right there in front of the
website,
or the homepage of the website, and people can now get to know what to do about membership and the participation and the partnership and sponsorship.
Okay. So once again, the website is www.IAAauthors.org, or you can email at authors with a S at IAAauthors.org, and the information is going to be on the screen. Don't hesitate to always go to the website for more information. All the information that we're talking about today is going to be on that website. So if you have any questions or in the email, don't hesitate to email authors at IAAauthors.org.
And one more thing, if I may add,
Yes, sir.
quickly, the website too has the names of members and their books listed there.
Okay.
So if you, and the title of the books too.
Okay.
So it's a situation where you go in there and see the author you want to read the book, and you cannot order it directly from the website or contact the author directly.
Okay.
That is one thing again that is happening on our website, and it's going to be interactive very soon, because we want to make it a sort of everything will be happening there, so that the books will be like, right now it's just written down, but we have the photo picture of the books and then selling it straight from the website. So it's going to be more interactive as we go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are more to look forward to with this association, the International Association of African Authors and Scholars, but not limited to African authors. It is open to everyone in the general public. So finally, where can one reach you at, apart from the email address and the website? Are you based here in the United States right now? Where is your head office? Any branches? Just talk a little bit about where anyone can get in contact with you.
Yes, not just only me. Right now on the website too, you will see, or on our flyers, you will see the financial secretary's information, just like the flyer you have here, and the general secretary's information there, and then my own information. The headquarters is right here in Atlanta anyway, and though this year there's a sort of a coordination in Nigeria. We have Nigeria coordinators right now in Nigeria now, because we're able to go to Port Harcourt, the city of Port Harcourt in May, and we did a leadership seminar, a part of a program of the association, and then the Nigerian group that are members of the association were able to put this whole thing together. People like Franklin Obiago and Onyechi Oji and Christian Aburime as coordinators. And then members were all over the place too, helping one or the other. So that's the branch, if I might say, in Nigeria. And then here in the United States, our address, if you want to write us, is United States Postal Service, Box 524, Clarkdale, Georgia.
Okay. You have heard it straight from the executive director himself. I am so pleased that you are here with us today. And I do understand that you are partnering up with different universities. What universities are those, if we may ask?
Yes, that brings us to the our leadership seminars.
Okay.
As I said earlier, the leadership seminars came about when we want to know about the welfare of our readers in Africa. So, in order to understand them and feel their challenges, we identify leadership as a core factor that we have to be taken care of. In that case, everything will be okay, like no power supply, no water, road services are not well, and all the rest of it. So when the leadership is very strong, and everybody in a country has the same mindset about leadership,
Right.
that leaders should be selfless. It's supposed to be a selfless service. And as I said in the Port Harcourt seminar, a leader should be behind while the group is in the front, so that you can watch their mistakes and correct them. And a leader can even die for the group. And there's a slogan in one of I listed about 36 qualities of a leader,
Wow.
including leaders should lead for others to live. Leaders should lead for others to be alive. So that was why we now said, okay, we got to take this message across Africa, so that when everybody is in the same level, this idea of crossing the oceans, going to overseas or through the desert and dying in the process,
Right.
if good leadership is in order, it wouldn't be happening.
That's true.
I took that message to the University of Beulah Heights University and the University of West Georgia, and they loved it. They accepted it.
Wow.
And that is why when I went to when I went to Port Harcourt, we talked about it, and then now the idea is to let people come over here to these two universities so far and register and study masters in leadership, masters in public administration, and the masters in business administration. We know that these three programs will definitely install leadership skills in somebody.
Wow.
Because they're all about management and leadership.
That's true.
I did my MBA in Beulah Heights University. I know,
Wow.
by the time you walk into that classroom, and from the beginning to the end, you are not going to hear about anything than lead, manage, lead, manage. And by the time you come out, you will definitely be really groomed and ready to lead. So when these candidates come here, take these programs, the idea is to go back to Africa, to the various countries, and help in organizational growth, either private or governmental, and nation building. So that the nation building is that people will not just jump into offices without having the skills, but get the skills first, get into offices, and do the right thing.
That's true.
So the two universities are partnering with us, and the pen, one of these pens came from the University of West Georgia.
Right.
Matter of fact, on the exhibition, they have a lot of souvenirs they gave us.
Wow.
So first come, serve in the exhibition. There's a lot of gifts to take away.
Right.
Pens, papers, writing pads, between glasses.
Wow.
So much souvenirs that many organizations are getting into this association, knowing fully well that our objectives are bold, and our programs are loud.
Loud and bold, you heard it
That's
straight
right.
from the Global Digest. I'm telling you, there are many benefits of joining this association. I mean, they are big promoters of education, big promoters in leadership, management. There are lots of things to look forward to. There's great benefits to becoming a part of this association. What are you waiting for? Join this amazing association, because trust me, if I can write, you can write as well. Okay? So in closing, because when I tell you this is more information for me and for everyone out there, in closing, what are your advice to aspiring authors? Because I know there are lots of people watching this that would say, okay, I want to learn how to write, I want to be able to write, but nobody to help me, nobody to assist me, or there's not a forum that I can join that can inspire me to write. What is your advice to them?
Our aspiring authors, please, wherever you are, I know you are, the program is worldwide now, reaching out to everyone. Please join the association because you will be mentored. You will be mentored through the process of writing, and in our exhibitions, publishers are there to guide our aspiring authors, or even those that have published already. You can always change publishers as a writer.
True.
So new opportunities about new publishers are there. They come, they talk about their prices and procedures, and as a group, they will reduce some discounts to publish a book. So that's a good way to start, because you're going to hear from the publishers, those that are going to publish your book. You're going to see them, you're going to communicate with them, and you're going to start off the communication process about publishing a book, which is not an easy task, but it can be it can be reduced gradually by being around these people and getting more direct informations, not just online informations, direct informations from the publishers, and then and that's why get involved to be heard. That's another message I would let them know.
To be heard, bold, and I'm telling you, the educational background behind this is more fulfilling than anything else I've ever heard. But just to recap, the International Association of African Authors and Scholars, they encourage educational background, they encourage and promote leadership. There are different reasons why you should join this association. So once again, it is a $25 registration fee.
One-time registration fee.
And a yearly or annual
$50
annual fees. All this information is on the website. So log on, www.IAAAUthors.org.
Yes.
Right? Mouthful, but I'm going to get it. www.IAAAUthors.org. Thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, this is more informative. If you don't let those that have ear, let them hear.
And if I may add one more thing again.
Yes, sir.
We mentioned about the seminars in Nigeria and Africa, but we mentioned about the universities here in Georgia, the U.S.A University and the University of West Georgia. But when I went to University of Manitoba, Canada too, they invited me because of this very association. Wow. And they wanted me to meet with African students there to hear from me how they can help Africa. So I was there in Canada and I met with the students, and that is the same thing. They are saying that we need library services. That is why this providing library services is very, very dear and important to this association, so that people can have a place to read, not just a place, but a comfortable place with learning devices. And that is why even we are accepting donations and contributions just in the form of fundraising to have such facilities in African cities.
To be open to them, right.
And I just returned from Washington, D.C. too, when I met with the 3 ambassadors of Chad, Lesotho, and Cameroon.
Wow.
All these 3 ambassadors are coming to the exhibition in November.
Okay.
And all 3 are inviting us to their countries for an exploratory visit
Wow.
to see how these library services can be initiated, not just can be started, and then
Wow.
and the leadership programs too.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things that we are really doing for this
So
association.
this is not just global. We're going around the world. Okay, this is around the world. This is not just local situation. This is a global situation. So please join. It's not a lot. It doesn't take a lot to just be a part of the association. Learn from one another. There's benefits in fellowshipping with just the co-authors and learning from each other, because you can never learn enough. So the upcoming exhibition is happening Saturday, November 2nd.
Exactly.
Correction.
Yes.
Saturday, November 2nd, 2019. Between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
That's right.
Happening at Courtyard Marriott, 895 Bob Arnold Boulevard in Lithia Springs, Georgia 30122. And if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to call any of the numbers that you see on the website. As soon as you log on, the information is right there on the home page. And there are hotel reservations, just in case you're coming from far and wide and near, and you just want to stay close to the event site. You can always book your reservations with www.marriott.com. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and I'm excited. I am absolutely excited to see where IAAAS. When I tell you this is a mouthful, this is a mouthful. Where the International Association of African Authors and Scholars will go from here, and you have our full support.
I'm excited too, and I'm equally optimistic that
Right.
it's going to be a global phenomenon.
Yes.
Because from my tours and travels, it's a welcome idea.
Right.
What we are doing is a welcome idea.
Mhm.
So I really appreciate our members, all of them, and those that are going to join. People like you.
Absolutely. Listen, I have a pen, I got some paper, I will start writing. You know, it only starts with one sentence and one line, okay?
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much for coming. You have our support with this association. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email us, DM us on Facebook. We are on Global Digest on Facebook. So ask away. It's just only one question, and trust me, there is nothing such as a stupid question. Always reach out and ask a question. Thank you, author Chinedum, for coming, for being a part of this association, for starting something like this, and for this forum for people who don't know where to start.
That's right.
And don't have the platform to be around people of their equal authors, just to fellowship. I honestly feel like this association is just a way to fellowship with each other.
Exactly.
And
Network.
just to come to network with each other, just get to know each other, throw ideas around with each other, and it's very, very
and
important.
progress together.
Grow together.
Grow together.
Growth,
Yes.
education, leadership, growth.
That's right.
Nothing bigger than that. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for
too.
being a part of this show today. I am so excited to be back with my people. Thank you so much for tuning in to Global Digest. I am your girl, always Mimi. Don't forget to love and love hard.
Mm.